Hey, my life being chaotic at some point, crazy, not knowing certain things in my life, that made me realize that, peace is what I search for in my life. True peace. Like if something is taking away peace from my life, I'm gonna automatically and as quick as possible cut that shit out if I can. You see what I'm saying? Like, there's scenarios like in business, you're gonna always stress, you always have some type of stress on you, and sometimes it's not gonna be peaceful. But things like certain people or certain environments that I could change. Like, let's say I'm not going to certain environments anymore because it's not peaceful. I'm not going to hang out with certain people because they're not bringing me peace. Those type of things, I'm willing to cut off immediately because life is short and I don't have time to be stressing. I've been through rough times, I've been through good times, and I'm not gonna I'm not gonna choose to have a chaotic life. I'm not gonna choose to be around drama. Like that's not gonna be a choice of mine. There's always places where you can't avoid it, but where I can, cut out the BS and bring in more peace. That's what I'm gonna do because I value my peace, man. It's nothing like coming home and you come home to your partner and your partner, is not giving you headaches, is loving you, is can't wait to see you, can't wait to live life with you. Like that's what it's about, you know what I'm saying? Or like, you go around your friend group and stuff and everybody's cool and everybody's trying to get money or trying to better themselves, that shit to me that brings peace, everybody trying to get better and stuff, and I'm like, damn, yeah, like that shit, that's what it is. I mess with that, you know what I'm saying? But I don't want to be around no people that always starting shit and everything's always a problem and always complaining and this and that's gonna mess up my energy. It's gonna mess up my peace. In my household, man, like right now, I come home and it's quiet, because I want to have time to think. I want to have time to reflect on my day, on my life, on goals. I don't want it to be always loud and this and that. Sometimes it's a vibe. Sometimes we got the music going and this and that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But most of the time, excuse me, it's just chill. It's peaceful. Because I seen this one podcast, right, and this dude was saying, he was like, when you go into poor neighborhoods, you hear a bunch of shit and it's loud. You know what I'm saying? It's loud and this and that. You got a bunch of drama and shit. When you go into rich neighborhoods, those neighborhoods are quiet. People are chill. Like, you don't hear too much. And it's like, that shit goes to show a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've always noticed how people on a different level live. And I'm like, damn, like, I'm trying to adapt that mindset, because I feel like we come from places where we don't know certain things. We're not used to being around certain mindsets like that. Like there's a lot of people that I'm around that that I come across. Let me say, right, like maybe in my job or whatever, that don't live a peaceful life. They don't prioritize peace, and you just see how chaotic and drama filled and stressed their life is, and it's like, damn, like that shit's whack. You know what I'm saying? That shit's whack, bro. Like, life is too short to be going through bullshit. We already got enough stress with what is going on in the world and trying to make it. And then on top of that, you go and hang out with people that make it more stressful. You go to places that's more stressful. Like, come on, man. Like, I'm trying to delete the stress. I'm trying to go to places where it's more peaceful. So, like, to me, I'm gonna always value my peace, man, because I know it's greater than anything. And sometimes also we get caught up in chasing money and this and that, and sometimes that money is not even bringing you happiness at the end of the day. Sometimes you could take a little less and enjoy your life more than you getting everything, and you're always stressed and you don't get to enjoy it. Like, that shit doesn't make sense. Like, to me, like, that's just how I view it. Because I just prioritize my peace, man. Like, it's awesome to just wake up and you feel good, you know, or you do things to make you feel better, you know what I'm saying? And not have so much drama in your life. Like, I'm not about that drama shit, you know, like, hey, there's a problem, let's fix it. All right, let's keep on going. Like grown people, you know, grown people stuff, man. Like you ain't, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. I don't have time to be arguing with people. I don't have time to be fighting with people. I don't have time for none of that shit, because that shit's just taken away from my peace, and that shit's a waste of time, bro. If we ain't talking about bettering ourselves, if we ain't trying to get some more money, if we ain't trying to level up in our business, you know, like make our life easier in some type of way, it's pointless, you know, to talk about. So that's just my perspective on things. Like, I always like prioritize peace, and whoever gets in the way of my peace is getting cut off. You know, it could be family members, it could be friends. I don't care what it is. If you got bad energy, you got this and that, I'm not messing with you. You're not coming around me, because you're gonna mess up my energy. And you know, I'm peaceful. You know, I get hyped up when I go to the gym and this and that. But you know, I'm in different moods in order for me to get a certain result. You know, there's nothing wrong with that. But you know, I'm not walking around here like on some chaotic shit and always in some drama, man. That shit for the birds, you know. We trying to better ourselves, and it's about, you know, being greater every day. And that's what it is, man, you know. So that's my opinion, man. I always prioritize my peace.